Alright everyone, gather your kids around, gather your whole families. I got a very wholesome family story to tell you. It's a story that takes place all the way back in 2012, 10 years ago. A very interesting time for me and many other people here in these apartments. It's a story that involves me and Julian, who you may know who has been in several videos before. Now what you may not know is that back in 2012, me and Julian used to carpool to school together. His mom would take us to school in the morning, and my mom would pick us up and take us home in the afternoon. This one particular day after school we met up at the front, and we were waiting for my mom to show up, but she was late, and I didn't know why. I didn't have a phone back then, and Julian's phone was some flip Samsung gadget that could run Pac-Man at full capacity, but it was dead. So we waited around for like 30 minutes, and there started to be more kids waiting out in front. We started noticing that a yard duty was passing a clipboard around to all the other kids. And we had been late after school before, just sitting around, and it was this dumb policy they had where essentially they would have you sign your name as a kid if you were just loitering around after school for too long, to make sure that you were there, so that if you caused any trouble, the school could make sure that you got in trouble. This wasn't our first time we had to sign our names in this clipboard. Me and Julian, we didn't like this rule. It was stupid. We didn't want to give this yard duty lady a hard time. We had seen her before, so we just thought, we're going to write down names in the clipboard. It's just not going to be our names.
Jefferson Steel Flex?
Yeah, I made it up.
Oh, really?
So you might be thinking, well, okay, the next logical thing to do is that if you're going to write down a fake name, it should sound realistic. So naturally, I wrote down John Strong, and Julian wrote Obama Williams. Now keep in mind, we were in middle school, but there was a reasoning behind these stupid names. We didn't actually think she would check the names. See, we had to sign our names before, as I mentioned. The yard duty didn't seem like she cared about verifying the name. She just wanted to make sure that you wrote something down. So here comes a yard duty lady. Actually had an accent. I can't remember if she was Eastern European or Middle Eastern. I couldn't tell. 6th grade me wasn't culturally sensitive enough to actually care. Here comes a yard duty lady. She's like, you guys need to sign your name. Sign your name. So I take the clipboard first. I sign my fake name. I sign John Strong. I hand it over to Julian. He writes Obama Williams. By the time that's done, I hand it back to the yard duty lady. And I'm thinking, okay, whatever. She's just going to pass by us and go to the next few kids. She stops. She pauses, looks at the clipboard. And I'm thinking in my head, oh, damn it, the ruse is over. Julian, why did you have to put Obama? And then she looks at me, and she goes, your name is not John. Your name is not John Strong. And I was like, wait a minute. Why should I have a problem with my name being John? I don't want to entrap myself in a lie. So I'm just kind of stuttering, trying to come up with something. And then she doubles down. She's like, your name is not John Strong. Strong is not the real name. You don't look like John Strong. She hands me back the clipboard and essentially forces me to write down my real name. But anyways, I'm thinking, okay, whatever, Julian, the ruse is up. So I hand the clipboard back to the yard duty lady. I have to write down my real name. And then the yard duty lady, she pauses. And then she looks down at the clipboard. And she looks back at Julian. And she says, is your name Operma? And I'm thinking, Operma? What the hell? Where's she getting Operma from? I was about to bust and say, you know what, Julian? She knows it's a joke, bro. Come on, man. She knows you're not Obama, so just give it up. But Julian, very sharp, even back then, quickly pieced together that he had written his version of Obama so messily and in such a scribbly fashion that she couldn't read it, and so read it as Operma. So Julian very quickly just said, yeah, I'm Operma. So the yard duty lady, she checks again. She's like, your name is not Operma. Is it Operma? Is it? And Julian doubles down again and says, yeah, I'm Operma. So this lady says, okay, it's Operma. She drops the clipboard. She just lets him get away with it. I was like, oh, what the hell? He can be Operma, but I can't be John Strong. This yard duty takes the clipboard from us. She's already getting kind of fed up with us. She goes on to the next kid. She's losing her patience. And this next kid is a white kid, freckles, kind of reddish hair. We barely knew him, but he was there with us that whole afternoon. And he had caught wind of what we were trying to do. So he wrote down a fake name too. Right away, this yard duty, she takes the clipboard. She looks at the white kid. She's like, your name is not Ricardo. And he tries doubling down like, yeah, I'm Ricardo, dude. Lady, I'm Ricardo. Julian is the only one who's getting away with his name. She doesn't buy Ricardo. She's not buying John Strong. She's not buying any of that. She's already losing her patience. She's going to start calling the office on us. Next thing you know, there's a whole row of kids sitting down against the front building, just like us, waiting for the parents to pick them up. She's supposed to hand the clipboard to all these kids, and all these kids start writing down fake names too. Every name more stupid than the last. And I'm thinking, oh my god, we're going to get in trouble. And this whole time I'm thinking, oh my god, I should have put Ricardo. She would have bought that. Instead I wrote John Strong. Luckily, my mom showed up at the right time, and we left before we could be associated with any of that. We never got in trouble the day after for anything that happened that day. So the moral of the story, kids, is actually two. The first one is that if you need to write down a fake name, make it believable, or at least make it somewhat ethnic sounding so you can get away with not being questioned. And two, it pays to have sloppy handwriting.
Oh, that's hot.